Your mind is vast, intricate, and astonishing. It holds within it the capacity to shape your experiences, dictate your responses, and ultimately determine the quality of your life. In a world brimming with challenges and constant change, the ability to master one's mindset is nothing short of superhuman. But what exactly does mindset mastery mean? How can we harness the power of perspective, transform our thoughts into empowering tools, and cultivate an inner voice that champions our growth? Perspective is more than just a point of view. It is the unique lens through which each individual perceives, interprets, and interacts with the world. Like a pair of glasses, your perspective can either clarify or cloud your experiences, coloring them with hope or despair, opportunity or defeat. When faced with adversity, it is natural for one to feel like a victim of circumstance, overwhelmed, powerless, or disheartened. However, mindset mastery invites us to reframe these negative situations, shifting from a victim mentality to a victor mentality. This shift is not about denying pain or hardship, but about recognizing your agency within the experience. The question changes from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow?" Reframing is the conscious act of interpreting an event in a way that empowers rather than diminishes. For example, a person who is passed over for a promotion might initially feel undervalued and resentful. Through reframing, they might see the same event as an opportunity to develop new skills, seek feedback, and prepare for future opportunities. This doesn't erase disappointment, but transforms it into motivation. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is rooted in the principle that by changing our thoughts about a situation, we can change our feelings and behaviors. Techniques such as thought challenging and perspective shifting empower individuals to re-examine their automatic responses and consciously select more helpful narratives. To practice the power of perspective, consider documenting a recent setback. Write down your initial reaction, then list 3 possible alternative interpretations. Notice how the emotional weight shifts as your perspective changes. Your thoughts are not merely passive reactions. They are active builders of reality. The narratives we construct in our minds become the scripts that guide our emotions, choices, and ultimately, our destinies. And the philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Modern research supports this ancient wisdom. The field of positive psychology has demonstrated that people who consciously cultivate optimistic and empowering thoughts are not only happier, but also more resilient, creative, and successful. Every circumstance we encounter is filtered through the prism of our internal dialogue. 2 individuals can face identical challenges and experience radically different outcomes, not because of the events themselves, but because of the meanings they assign to those events. This is the essence of thought as a superpower. It allows us to interpret, respond to, and even transform our circumstances. Mindset mastery requires the awareness and discipline to choose thoughts that serve us rather than those that sabotage us. This may involve recognizing automatic thoughts, becoming aware of habitual patterns of negativity, self-criticism, or catastrophizing, interrupting the cycle, using mindfulness techniques to pause and observe thoughts without judgment, replacing with empowerment, deliberately adopting thoughts that encourage self-belief, hope, and action. Stoic philosophers, Buddhist teachings, and modern cognitive science all converge on this point. While we cannot always control our environment, we have tremendous power over our internal world. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, famously taught that between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. Mental fortitude is the strength to persevere, adapt, and thrive in the face of adversity. It is not the absence of doubt or fear, but the capacity to move forward despite them. A strong inner voice acts as an internal coach, guiding us through storms and celebrating our victories. Self-doubt thrives in the absence of self-awareness and self-compassion, whereas belief in oneself is cultivated through action. Start with small challenges, set achievable goals, celebrate progress, and learn from mistakes. Over time, each victory, no matter how small, contributes to a stronger foundation of self-trust and confidence. By learning to reframe negative situations, recognizing that our thoughts are our greatest superpower, and building mental fortitude, we unlock the door to a life of greater resilience, fulfillment, and joy. The power within us is vast, awaiting only our permission to be fully realized.